and determined tortoise named Terra. Terra had fallen deeply in love with Miriam, a beautiful hare with soft fur like moonlight and bright, sparkling eyes. To Terra, she was perfect, but she was also the daughter of Ibuka, a proud and protective hare who believed no one, especially not a slow-moving tortoise, was good enough for his daughter. Every time Terra tried to visit Miriam, Ibuka would block his path. "Get out of here, tortoise!" Ibuka would yell, often waving an old hunting gun. "Don't ever come near my daughter again!" One day, after narrowly escaping Ibuka's anger, Terra sat quietly by the stream, feeling hopeless. "Why is it so hard to love someone?" he murmured, staring at his reflection in the water. But as the sun set, his sadness turned into determination. His mother's words came to him. "The one who climbs the tree gets the fruit." Terra decided he wouldn't give up. If he wanted to see Miriam, he would need to find a clever way past Ibuka. The next day, while wandering through the forest, Terra stumbled across something unusual, a dead hare lying in the bushes. A bold idea formed in his mind. Carefully, Terra removed the hare's fur and cleaned it. Then he fashioned it into a disguise, draping it over his shell. When he was done, he looked just like a shy, quiet female hare. "This will work," Terra said to himself. "Ibuka always allows Miriam's female friends to visit. If I can't go as myself, I'll go as someone else." Terra adjusted his disguise and made his way to Ibuka's house. His heart pounded as he knocked on the door. When Ibuka opened it, he didn't recognize Terra. "Good evening, sir," Terra said in a high-pitched voice. "My name is Talia. I'm a friend of Miriam's and I came to visit her." Ibuka squinted at him but saw nothing suspicious. "All right," he said, "but don't stay too long. Miriam needs her rest." Terra nodded politely and stepped inside, his heart racing as he walked toward Miriam's room. He couldn't believe his plan was working. Just as Terra reached the hallway, disaster struck. Ibuka's youngest daughter, Naya, was walking by. Naya was sharp-eyed and curious, and something about Talia didn't seem right. "Wait a second," Naya said, sniffing the air as she circled Terra. Then her eyes widened with realization. "You're not a hare! You're that tortoise, Terra! What are you doing here, dressed like that?" Terra froze, his secret exposed. Before he could speak, Naya's expression changed to a sly grin. "This is interesting. If Father finds out, you'll be in serious trouble, but I can keep quiet. For a price." Desperate, Terra pleaded. "Please, Naya, don't tell your father. I just want to see Miriam. I'll do anything." Naya tapped her chin, pretending to think. "How much money do you have?" Terra sighed and pulled out a small pouch of coins. "This is all I've got." Naya snatched it with a smirk. "That'll do. You can go for now. Good luck, Talia. Visit." Terra hurried to Miriam's room and knocked softly. When she opened the door and saw him in his disguise, her jaw dropped. "Terra, what are you wearing?" she whispered. "It's the only way I could see you," Terra explained. "Your father chased me away with a gun last time. I couldn't stay away." Miriam stared at him, her surprise turning into laughter. She threw her arms around him. "You're crazy, Terra, but I love you for it." They spent the next hour talking, laughing, and dreaming about their future. But just as they were about to relax, there was a loud knock on the door. "Miriam!" Ibuka's deep voice called. "Is everything all right? I want to meet your friend Talia." Terra's heart raced as Miriam pushed him toward the bathroom. "Hide in there, quickly," she whispered. Terra slipped inside and closed the door just as Ibuka walked in. "Where's your friend?" Ibuka asked, looking around suspiciously. Miriam smiled calmly. "She's in the bathroom, Father. She's very shy." Ibuka frowned but nodded. "All right, I'll wait." Inside the bathroom, Terra held his breath, praying Ibuka wouldn't get too curious. Just then, Terra accidentally knocked over a small vase, making a loud clatter. "What was that?" Ibuka asked, stepping toward the bathroom door. Miriam quickly grabbed his arm. "Oh, Talia is clumsy, father. Please don't scare her. She'll come out when she's ready." Ibuka hesitated but finally sighed. "Fine, but I'm watching her closely." Days passed, and Terra continued his secret visits as Talia. Each time, Miriam covered for him, but Ibuka grew more suspicious. One evening, Ibuka stopped Terra at the door as he was leaving. "Talia, where exactly do you come from?" Terra swallowed hard. "From the meadow beyond the forest, sir." Ibuka said, narrowing his eyes. "I've never seen you before. Strange." Terra nodded quickly and left, but he could feel Ibuka's watchful eyes on his back. He knew it was only a matter of time before his secret was discovered. Meanwhile, Nia wasn't done with Terra. She approached him one afternoon with a smirk. "Hey, Talia, how's my sister?" "She's fine," Terra replied, keeping his tone neutral. "What do you want now?" "I've been craving honey," Nia said. "There's a hive deep in the forest. Bring me some honey and I'll keep your secret safe." Terra sighed but agreed. The next morning, he carefully collected honey from the wild bees. Despite being stung several times, he returned with a jar of golden honey. "Well done," Nia said, taking it from him. "You're braver than I thought." Determined to catch Talia in a lie, Ibuka invited Terra to dinner. He placed a plate of carrots in front of him and watched closely. "Go ahead, Talia. Eat," he said, his tone sharp. Terra hesitated but took a small bite. It was clear he wasn't enjoying it, and Ibuka's suspicions deepened. "Not hungry, Talia? Or do you prefer something else?" Miriam quickly interrupted. "Father, Talia prefers berries. I told you that." Ibuka muttered. "How strange." Ibuka followed Terra after one of his visits. Hiding in the shadows, he watched as Terra removed his disguise. "A tortoise!" Ibuka hissed. "I knew it." The next day, Ibuka confronted Miriam. "Your friend Talia is a fraud. It's that tortoise." Miriam tried to explain, but Ibuka wouldn't listen. "He's been lying to me. This ends now." Despite the confrontation, Terra returned the next day. "I lied because I love Miriam," he said to Ibuka. "I'll do whatever it takes to prove myself." Ibuka thought for a moment. "Fine, go into the forest and bring me the rare moonflower. If you succeed, I'll consider your request." Terra accepted the challenge. The journey was dangerous, but after hours of searching, he found the glowing flower and brought it back. When Ibuka saw the flower, he smiled. "You've proven yourself, Terra. If Miriam loves you, I have no right to stand in your way." Miriam hugged Terra tightly, and the meadow was filled with celebration. Even Nia joined in, secretly proud of the tortoise she had once teased. Their story became a legend, a testament to the power of love and determination. When love is strong, no obstacle is too great.